ಹಲೋ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಐ ಕ್ಯೂ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ ಬೆಳಗಾವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. We will talk about why the Belgavi district is difficult to divide. We'll get some answers, right? So let us begin our discussion. I am your friend Rahul Saigaonkar. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on the ID Rahul Sai 222. My Facebook, Instagram and Telegram channel link is the same. Study IQ has bought smart course for you for UPSC 2021. For more information, please download the app, and remember there is EMI facility available, and we are running a discount on our UPSC 2021 prelims course. Please avail that. Let me first talk about the news. Recently we have had a discussion on Karnataka, right? I hope you remember that Karnataka cabinet has formalized that they're going to create a new district, Vijayanagara district, by carving it out of the existing Ballari district. Now, the creation of Vijayanagara district has now led to more demands in Karnataka. This is a usual phenomena anywhere. Normally what happens is whenever a long-standing demand for creation of some state, some district, or even a small taluk, it is fulfilled, then there would be newer demands. We have seen that in 2014, the new state, Telangana, was created. As soon as this was done by the Congress government in 2014, new demands started cropping up. Gorkhaland, Bodoland, Uttar Pradesh and division of Uttar Pradesh again gained traction at that particular time. So it is nothing new. A new district created, more and more demands start. Right? So let's start about the new demand which has cropped up in Belgavi. But before we start that discussion, I have an update from our previous discussion regarding Vijayanagara. I would say an error or some sort of update, because when we discussed the Vijayanagara discussion, it was mostly on the data from newspapers which were already available with us, and as soon as the video was released on Vijaypura, the very next day the Karnataka cabinet, it approved the boundaries of the new Vijayanagara district as something like this. And I'll just give you an update of what exactly happened in our previous discussion. This was the map that we discussed based on the conjectures made by different newspapers, where they said that Vijayanagara would be bigger district. It is actually true, Vijayanagara a bigger district, but one particular taluk of Vijayanagara which is mentioned here, Kampli, this has been put into Ballari. This is Kampli taluk which has been sent into Ballari, and one taluk, Kudligi, which was mentioned here in Ballari, it has now come to Vijayanagara district. That's the update, that two taluks have been exchanged. Kampli is now with the Ballari district, Kudligi with Vijayanagara, and this has been decided on 28th November 2020. So apologies for that, and this is the update. So please make update here. If you are writing any competitive exam for Karnataka, please focus on this particular data here, because in our previous discussion, this was discussed based on the newspaper data, but now the government data has come and the map is something like this. Remember, Kampli has gone to Ballari district and Kudligi is with the Vijayanagara district. Now let's come back to our discussion on Belgavi. Let's first try to answer a question again, which is the biggest district in Karnataka in terms of area. Everybody thinks it might be Bangalore, Mysore. Erstwhile it was Gulbarga or Kalburgi was one of the biggest district, but Yadgir was carved out of it. As of now, it is Belgavi, the biggest district in Karnataka. And we have seen that the division of Vijayanagara, the decision that was finalized by the cabinet, it has led to the demand of division of Belgavi district now, which is the biggest district in Karnataka. So let's talk about Belgavi. If you see here, we have discussed about Belgavi in our previous videos also. I've told you that since 1956 itself, Belgavi has been a major issue between Maharashtra and Karnataka, right? Especially the Belgavi city. We have also spoken about the Mahajan Commission, and I told you that the Mahajan Commission enunciated that Belgavi city should remain with Karnataka. Recently, Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Ajit Pawar, he started a controversy by saying that Belgavi would be brought into Maharashtra, etc., etc. We have discussed about that. Now, if we talk about Belgavi, this is the map of Belgavi district. The original 10 taluks have been shown. Right now, there are 14 taluks in Belgavi. This is a map with 10 taluks, and there are the new taluks which have been mentioned here. Kittur is there, Mudalgi is there, Nipani is there, and there is one more, Kavadga. So 14 taluks are already there in Belgavi. It's a huge district in Karnataka. So let's talk more about Belgavi to understand, is the demand justified or not. Now, if we talk about Belgavi, there are 3 subdivisions here. If you look at this particular map, Chikkodi here is one of the subdivision. Belgavi, yes, obviously it is also one of the subdivisions. And the third subdivision is the Bailahongul. So 3 subdivisions, Chikkodi, Belgavi and Bailahongul, 3 subdivisions are there. And as I told you, there are 14 taluks. It has 18 municipal bodies, including a municipal corporation. One is Bellary Municipal Corporation and 17 municipalities. Along with it, it has 20 towns, 485 gram panchayats and more than 1,000 inhabited villages. So it is a huge district. Please remember that the in general understanding of a parliamentary constituency earlier was that for every 10 lakh population, there would be 1 MP seat. But we have seen that there has been a population explosion in India. And you can see here from the example of Belgavi, where 55 lakh population as of today. According to 2011 census, it was about 47 lakh. And the estimation now is that it is about 55 lakh population in Belgavi. So a big district, it does make sense to divide, right? And if we talk about the current demand, is it new? The answer would be no, because the demand has been going on for a very long time. Since it's a bigger district, it does make sense to divide it. And division was also discussed, and that is why we started with a discussion that why dividing Belgavi would be tough. It is for this particular reason. The discussion for dividing Belgavi has been going on. In 1997, the then Chief Minister J.H. Patel had actually announced that a new district would be carved out of Belgavi, that would be Chikkodi district. Now, as soon as he announced it, there was a lot of protest from Kannada organizations. In fact, when J.H. Patel was the Chief Minister of Karnataka, he had proposed creation of 7 new districts. Not a lot of progress had taken place over that. As soon as Belgavi division was announced, Kannada organization opposed and they protested for about 29 days. And eventually, the government had to relent and they withdrew their decision. Right? The Kannada leaders, they highlighted that Kannada speakers in the Belgavi district would become minority if it were divided. And this is the same reason even now that Belgavi is very tough to divide. Because it is some sort of disputed area for sure, because the Mahajan Commission report, it has not been implemented. It did tell that the Belgavi city should be with Karnataka, but it also mentioned that there should be exchange of villages between Karnataka and Maharashtra, which has not taken place. And it is because of this prime reason that division of Belgavi would be very tough. But let's talk about the new demands. The first reason is quite clear, because it's a domino effect. Domino effect means as soon as Vijayanagar is created, there would be new demands, which is quite obvious also. But there is also one more catch with the recent demands. The recent demand has come from Congress leader Satish Jarkiholi. Now, Satish Jarkiholi has started a new debate. It is not just about bifurcation. See, J.H. Patel in 1997, he said that there would be a Belgavi district and there would be a Chikkodi district. But now, Satish Jarkiholi has said that Belgavi district should be trifurcated. That means there should be a Belgavi district, a Chikkodi district, which was already planned by J.H. Patel, and a new Gokak district. So, it's all about politics in Belgavi. The main reason that this particular suggestion has come from Satish Jarkiholi is because the entire Jarkiholi clan, they have a great stronghold in Gokak. And if a new district Gokak becomes, they would hold on to that particular power. So it's all about politics also. It is very tough because already political opposition has also come to this demand. There are divisions even within Congress, that is the opposition in Karnataka. They are also not supporting it. The Kannada organizations have already rejected this particular idea of simply bifurcating Belgavi itself, let alone trifurcating. So only time will tell whether this particular demand or discussion with respect to Belgavi will take place in Karnataka. If any development comes over this, we will bring to you as soon as possible on Study IQ. That's it from my side on this part of discussion. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.